28 years later highlights Boyle and Garland's development. The horror film industry underwent a transformation when 28 Days Later was released in 2002. Today, especially in the aftermath of the zombie films and television series that followed, it is perhaps all too easy to take director Danny Boyle and writer Alex Garland's film for granted. We may disagree on the definition of a zombie movie and whether 28 Days Later and its infected, but alive, wrath monsters qualify as such. However, considering how zombies have changed over the years, how Garland's script was influenced by the video game Resident Evil, and the deluge of zombie movies that followed 2002, it seems reasonable to argue that 28 Days Later became the most influential zombie movie since George A. Romero's Night of the Living Dead, 1968. Similar to Romero's seminal film and its follow-ups, 28 Days Later posed the question of what Britain might look like if its old values were destroyed and the idea of polite society was extinguished. 20 years later, Boyle and Garland have returned to the Land of the Rose to explore what has risen there in the opening installment of a new trilogy. The events of 28 Years Later take place over 30 years after the Rage virus breakout. With the exception of the British Isles, which have been placed under quarantine and isolated from the modern world and its advancements, Europe has successfully fought back the epidemic. Its people established settlements and developed their own laws, customs, and ways of survival after being left to fight for themselves against the evolved sick.